Hi everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back. I'm Natasha. This is Debbie, my beautiful wife.
Hi.
And we are coming to you from Cincinnati, Ohio, United States of America. Right?
That's right. The
Okay.
old USA.
And we're in our basement. We're always in our basement because our dogs actually own the upstairs of our home.
We rent the basement.
We just rent the basement from them. They just tell us to go downstairs for making YouTube videos. We're doing other important things, like baking some scones and some Yorkshire puddings.
That's right.
This is our third video. We're on our third video.
I know, number 3 already.
Yeah, I thought all of 4 people would watch the first one. We've got over 1,000 views today.
We've done pretty good.
Not too shabby for 2 very unintelligent, uneducated Americans. I'm sorry, 1.
One way to describe us.
She knows I'm joking. Just want to say thank you, first of all, to all of those people that have watched our first 2 videos. And you've been so sweet and kind to us. We really appreciate it. It's been really fun learning about British foods, sayings, and things like that. And today we're going to do a video, American things that British people think are totally bizarre or weird, which I'm excited about doing.
That'll be fun to find out what you think is weird about us.
And we might think the same, who knows? So we can have a whole different perception of ourselves.
This is true.
But again, thank you so much to those of you that have subscribed. We ask that you please do that.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can get notifications. I said a word. Did you hear that?
Notifications.
Yeah, that was
New notifications.
that was like a 1-syllable thing. If you haven't noticed, if you've watched our videos, my brain is faster than my mouth.
It is.
It's my superpower. But no, seriously, thank you all so much. We've learned a lot. I can, in fact, pronounce Worcestershire, at least, sort of. We make
Sometimes.
jokes. Are you going to fall asleep on me?
No.
Am I bog standard?
No.
I don't think I use that right. I do know how to pronounce that word. It's just most Americans really struggle with that word, and we think it's funny to make fun of it.
Always struggle to say
You
that.
say it.
I don't want to.
Say Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
That's different. Either way, we have that in America.
Worcestershire.
We have that in America.
We do have that.
She's gonna keep saying it if I don't stop. There's an
No,
off
I'm
button.
done. I'm done.
There's an off button right here. She's
Careful with that.
trying to find mine. We're morons.
You know.
Love you, lady.
Love you too.
Oh, that was sweet. Anyway, but I had a lot of comments from people trying to help me pronounce the word. We do have it here. It is something I can sort of play with. But I do appreciate everyone's comments, though, like telling us, how to make our own Yorkshire puddings. I still haven't gotten a recipe from anybody. If someone wants to send me like a family recipe of the best one, I'm down.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a pass through the generations recipe.
Yeah, not just something we can Google, because who knows if that's accurate. It might be an American making them, and I don't want that. That'll be trash.
That's right.
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
So I have 2 favors to ask you guys before we start this one. Please go in the comments and help us with something. We need some help, don't we?
We do.
Yeah. We want to name our channel, and we don't know what to name it. We need a cool
Help us
name.
out.
Yeah.
Give us your ideas of what we can name our channel.
Yeah, please, because we're not always going to do just British stuff. We're going to do it for a little bit. Who knows where we're going with this? We certainly do not. It just depends on you guys and how much you watch and how much you comment, how much you like, how much you subscribe. Obviously, if things start to go downhill, we're going to stop. But if you keep watching and liking and commenting and things like that and subscribing, we're going to keep going. But we need a name, so help us out. We'd appreciate it. Also, what was the other thing I was going to ask them for help? Oh, yeah. Comments of stuff you want to see us do. Mm-hmm. Reaction videos to different things or things you want us to learn. Let us know. We'd appreciate it. And we appreciate you guys. Each and every one of you that watches us. We just want you to know we really feel the love and we appreciate it very much. So thank you guys. So now, let's get on with it. American things British people think are totally bizarro.
Well, let's find out.
So this is just, again, on her phone. We're just going to some things here. This will be the first for us. What we find out is foreign countries mean foreign customs that might seem strange to Americans. Okay. For example, did you know that flashing a peace sign is equivalent to flipping someone off in,
Whoa.
countries like Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and the UK?
Take that back.
I was just kidding.
We'll do a hi.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. It goes on to say that there are deeper differences than just the royal family. Find out some regular things, American, that British people find totally weird. All right.
Why are we weird?
I have notes. I'm keeping notes. All right, let's see. Number 1, ice cubes.
Why is an ice cube weird?
Well, let's read on. If you've ever been to Europe, then you've probably been served a room temperature beverage with no ice cubes. I've been told this before. Just as Americans are bewildered by the lack of interest in ice cubes overseas, British people visiting the United States can't understand why all of our drinks have so much ice.
We like cold drinks.
And I get that. And as you may pay attention to the fact that I actually only put about that much ice in my drink.
Mm-hmm.
Or I ask for little ice if they're making it for me, because I don't want to water down my drink. I want it to be cold, but I don't want a mouthful of ice. That's just gross.
I went in a cup with a straw with a lot of ice.
Well, I would not drink it, though, without ice. That's room temperature. I couldn't do that.
No.
That would be icky. Especially Dr. Pepper.
I'm very anti-hot drinks, warm drinks, so cold.
Yeah, cold, but just not a lot of ice. So I'm compromised with you guys. She's not. She's mad at me. I mean, if you, and again, I just want to say, too, I'm sure this is probably not everyone in the UK. So, you know, just know that we didn't write the article. We don't assume it's everybody. I'm sure there are plenty of people that have ice in their drinks in the United Kingdom. But I'm sure that, you know, like it's, you know, just know
it's
we
not a standard.
Yeah, we don't assume it's everybody. So, all right, the next one is stores that never close. So they don't have 24-hour stores.
Well,
interesting.
That used to be a lot of America, but since COVID, there's a far and few in between.
That's for sure. It says run out of cheese at 3 a.m. on your European vacation. You'll have to wait until morning to replenish your stash. It says the idea of grocery stores that never close and drive-through everything is completely foreign to British citizens. Huh. I didn't know that.
No. I thought there were places all around the world that stayed open 24
Yeah,
hours.
I did too. It says Tesco, the UK's biggest retailer, tested 24-hour store model in 400 locations, but found that the low number of late-night shoppers wasn't worth the overhead cost. Huh. Yeah, we just recently, I had a craving for a cookie.
Yeah, I remember this.
At like 1 o'clock in the morning, like a couple weeks ago. And so because of COVID, like she was saying, our big stores are all closing at like midnight, 1 o'clock. I think it's the latest you can go anywhere. But our gas stations, some of those are still open 24 hours. You gotta be able to get gas. Yeah. So we went out and we were gone for like 2 hours because we went to like 2 different gas stations because I was being picky about the cookie I wanted. We had fun.
We did. Whereas before COVID, I would have went right up to the corner store, got what I needed, or we would have gotten
We
what
do a
needed
lot of
and
late
come back.
night munchy
We do.
things. Yeah. You know?
I mean, what if you went like McDonald's French fries in the middle of the night? What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, what we did during COVID. Just don't have them and then not gain the
Well,
weight.
that's not fun.
Moving on. I don't know what number one. How are you isn't a real question. It says, if you say anything other than fine or good, people will give you a weird look. That's true. We will. In America, a polite, how are you? How are you?
Mm-hmm. Fine, how are you?
Has become a form of greeting rather than a serious question. Okay. British people can't understand the tendency to respond with an automatic, fine, how are you? Even when your life is in total shambles.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that.
Like me. My response is always, I'm here. Because I'm just so depressed and sad inside, I don't want to tell the truth. I'm kidding. I do say I'm here.
You do a lot.
I say that all the time. Because I don't want to go into a whole
And that
spiel.
trips everybody up. Like, oh no, what do I say now?
No, usually people laugh when I say that. They're like, oh, I'm glad you're here. Okay, that's interesting. So what should we say if we were talking to someone that's British instead of, how are you?
I think we just say, hi. Nice day, eh?
Really? That was Canadian.
I don't know.
We're not Canadian. Why Canadian?
I don't know. Nice day, bloke.
No, that's not. Oh, gosh. Help her.
There's no hope.
And yes, I did get a haircut, if anyone noticed. Just throwing that out there.
Yes, you did.
She did it because she's a hairstylist. The best. Moving on. Outlets don't have switches. What yours do? I do remember this. Fleabag. Best show ever. Favorite show. Fleabag. When the guy comes in the cafe and she's like trying to get them to buy something.
He's like plugging in like 15 things in our cafe.
And then he switches it on and I'm like, what is that contraption? Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so it goes on to say that the UK takes their electrical safety seriously which is smart. I wish we did. Apparently we're not. That's why their outlets have switches. This protects people against accidental electrical fires, and it's a precaution that keeps little kids from electrocuting themselves. The lack of off switches here in America is particularly perplexing to the British people.
That's very smart on their part. I wish our outlets had off switches.
I wonder what the...
Then we could just turn the switch off instead of having to actually unplug the thing. She's always going around.
Well, wouldn't it still be plugged in though? Wouldn't that still cause an issue? Could it still cause a fire?
Not if the outlet's off.
Really?
Really?
Really? You guys are really smart. I just now understood that. Oh, so I wouldn't have to keep unplugging stuff all the time.
But
See, I'm also smart.
But you just turn the outlet off.
But then I'm also smart because
You
at
are
least
smart.
she leaves her cell phone plugged in and it drives me nuts. Because I've had one that's melted before. When I was out of the room, I left it plugged in, I took the phone, went outside, came back in 2 minutes later and it started melting. So that scared me to death.
That was scary.
Huh, okay. So that's something, I'm glad I learned that. I wish we'd get on that bandwagon.
Yeah, and the little kids going and poking stuff in there.
My brother did that once. He put a fork in there. It didn't do anything to him. Maybe it did, and that explains a lot. Moving on. People actually care about college sports. You don't? There's no such thing as March Madness in the UK. I'm sorry to hear that, because I'm a very big fan of said March Madness. In college across the pond, college students barely care about their own sports teams. Why? No, this isn't good. The American obsession with college-level sports teams is super odd to British folks. No, this is my thing. I love college basketball.
You do.
And my favorite team, now I didn't go to college, which I know is shocking because of how smart I am to everyone. Don't all laugh at once. But my family comes from the state of Kentucky, most of them. And which is only like 15 minutes away from where we are in Ohio. That might boggle your mind, I don't know. But so the only team that matters to me and to my family is Kentucky, which is also known as the University of Kentucky, UK, baby. Yeah, big blue nation.
That's right.
Best team ever. And if anyone wants to argue with me, if any American friends are watching this, I win. But anyway, I just find it crazy that, I just couldn't imagine life without it. Now, COVID's kind of killed that off too, but that's such a big deal here. It is such a big deal. And I think a lot of people too, I mean, whether you've gone to college or not, it's a place you identify with growing up. It's a big deal. It's like you want that area to, it's the area too. It's a pride of where you came from.
Rooting for your home team
Right.
or whatever.
Right. And a lot of people watch college level sports too because they want to see who's going to go on to the professional level too. They're going to get drafted, et cetera, et cetera. So that's just, okay, all right, interesting.
I didn't realize that their college sports weren't that big over there.
I just now think that I've never seen a British college sports game.
I can't say that I've ever seen a professional sports team.
Soccer.
We don't
Moving
watch
on.
soccer.
All right, next one. The toilets have so much water in them. What?
It is a waste.
What are you talking about? Come on. Huh?
Too much water in a bowl. Too much to flush it.
Europeans are amazed and confused. I'm ignoring you. I don't understand. Europeans are amazed and confused by how much water American toilets bowls have in them. What? European toilets only use 1.2 gallons per flush. American toilets use from 3.5 to 7 gallons. Whoa.
We fill them babies up.
Apparently this freaks out a lot of people and they find it very unsettling to see how much water is in the bowl. Writing that down. Okay, so my question is this. This poses a question. If you don't have enough water in the bowl, wouldn't certain things maybe get stuck to said bowl? You with me? Don't have to answer that in the comments. I don't know that I want to know the answer to that. But
I think it only needs so much water to actually flush.
right, but if you're
But it would go.
if you're just making a deposit,
Mm-hmm.
you need. I'm gonna stop talking. You know what I mean, kids. Next one. The huge gaps in bathroom stalls. Oh, this is so
I thought
true.
that was universal.
Ever make eye contact with a stranger through the giant gap in the bathroom stall wall? Yeah, British people think that's
Try not
really
to.
weird. And I do too. This is so true, and that's something I've really thought about. In the UK, restrooms offer a lot more privacy. I said that right, didn't I?
You said proper.
And almost no instances of accidental exposure while you're doing your business. Visitors to America find our semi-exhibitionist toilet stalls very strange indeed. This one I completely agree with. Totally agree with this one because there is a massive gap in those stalls. I have seriously sat there and been like, that person's looking at me. Can they see me? They can. Why are we making eye contact? And why can't I read her? What's her name? Her name is, oh, this is so true. And this is one that I'm never going to not think about now every time I go into a bathroom, which is rare.
That is. You try not to.
I hate public bathrooms.
You do.
They scare me.
I really just thought it was a universal problem.
Yeah.
I thought it was everywhere.
So do me a favor, if you guys can send us a photo of a public bathroom and the lack of gap that you have, I'd love to see it. I want to know the difference.
Maybe they have actual room with a door.
Do you?
Not stalls.
Okay, that's an interesting one. I'm writing that one down too. Gaps in restrooms. Huh. I'll never unsee that now.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to bother me.
Then you'd be terrified every time you go out in
I'm
public.
just never going to go back out in public. High school graduation ceremonies. They don't do that just for high school. What? In the UK, graduating high school students skip the ceremony and go to the pub. How old can you be to drink over there? Because here you have to be 21, and we're not 21 when we graduate, obviously.
Yeah.
So you don't have high school graduations? That makes me kind of sad, even though I hated my own, and I hated high school. But it's just...
I wanted to skip my graduation ceremony.
It doesn't surprise me about you.
Mama wouldn't let me.
And that doesn't surprise me about her. But no, it's just anticlimactic to not have that after 12 years of schooling to just be then done.
Yeah.
Although,
Just
honestly, I've never told this to anyone on this channel yet, but I'm a recovering alcoholic. So I don't drink and haven't for almost 17 years.
Congratulations.
Thanks. But at the time, I would have much rather have gone to the pub. You know, so I have mixed feelings on that. Sad that you guys don't have it, but at the same time, you have something that's interesting too. All right, I'm writing that one down
You
too.
could just have a party. I'll have to go to the pub.
Sorry, I'm making notes. All right, on to the next one. All biscuits being called cookies. Well, our cookies are all cookies, so, okay. I guess that, I could see how that would, I mean, if you guys have different names for things, I can see how that would be bothersome. So, that's kind of self-explanatory, I guess. But, I would say that...
I mean, a cookie's a cookie, a biscuit's
Yeah.
a biscuit.
Right, so...
Don't generalize it.
And actually, the next one then. And scones being called biscuits and eaten with a white gravy. Our biscuits are not scones. Now that we've had scones, well, we've had scones before, but they're not the same thing. Like, you don't put fruit, for example, in biscuits. You know, like the scones we have upstairs have raisins in them.
Right.
I've had berry scones in the past,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not the same. And
No.
if you, wait, do you guys not have biscuits and gravy? If you don't have biscuits and gravy, then I don't know that I can come over there. Not that anyone's offered yet or invited, but I will still come.
No, you
actually.
need to have a Yorkshire pudding and gravy.
No, you can't. Okay, so we don't eat beef. Neither one of us have eaten beef since 2008. We're not vegetarian, and it's very confusing, so we're not going to explain it to you. I had stopped eating pork for about 6 years and started back up 2 years ago. But during my not eating pork phase, and that's just, where I'm going with this, is the gravy we put on our biscuits is 99% of the time pork sausage gravy.
Yes.
She was like, "Do you got this? Can you say it on your own?" Like, I did it all by myself.
You did. Good job.
Pork sausage gravy. But during the time I wasn't eating pork, I was still, anytime there was gravy and biscuits, like, and I would eat them because I love them.
Yes, you do.
Biscuits and gravy is one of the #1 foods of my life. So if you haven't tried them, I strongly urge you to look up a good Southern American biscuits and gravy recipe, because it's one of the best things in life. But yeah, I would not agree with this one just because our biscuits are not scones. They're not, ours are savory, you know? Biscuits are savory, whereas I find a scone to be more of a, I don't know how I would explain that. Do you?
We're a little bit sweet.
Almost more like a muffin. Would you say that? Kind of, sort of?
Somewhere in between.
Kind of, sort of. I like scones. They're just not the same thing. All right, moving on. Washing machines have their own room. Okay. So this is a laundry room. You put extra bathroom stuff in there. You put cleansing stuff there. Usually you put the cat's litter box there too. This is true. No, not everybody has a big enough house where they have a huge laundry room. But
Most do, though.
a lot of people do. I mean, we have kind of, sort of. But I could see that, yeah, I know that the homes are smaller in England, especially than here. So I could see that being a thing.
It could be weird.
Yeah, I'm writing that one down too because I want to learn more about these.
But it is fascinating and weird that you brought up, it was brought up, the washing the clothes and then your cat's toilet, basically.
Ew, that's true. Well, we don't have cats, so.
No.
But that's true. It goes on to say too that in England they actually put theirs in their kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't the apartment we had, it had washing machine in the kitchen?
The apartment,
Yeah, that's
and
not
I
weird.
lived in another house that had the washer dryer in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's not that weird to me then.
Well, I thought that was weird because then I'm cleaning my clothes and cooking greasy food. So I just said that didn't go together
The
either.
food just smells extra freaking tasty.
Yeah.
Next one. The way TV show timings are displayed is stuff like 8/7C. Oh, I guess you guys wouldn't understand that one. Somebody, there's a picture of a tweet. It says, "What do you Americans mean when a show is at like freaking 8/7C? What is that?" Question mark, question mark, question mark. Well, that would mean 8/7 Central, different time zones, because we have, what, 4 time zones in America?
Yes.
That was a guess, so I thought it was 3. I added one on for Alaska. I have no idea if that's true. Anyway, but yeah, so like for example, where we are, we're the same time zone as New York.
Mm-hmm.
So we're the most important of all the time zones. It's Eastern time, which is EST. So when it says 8/7C, that's 8/7 Central. So 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or 7 Central Time.
Right.
So it would just mean that that's like if we went a couple states over, they're an hour behind us. So it's the same. It's on at the same time. It's just their clocks look different. Does that make sense? I hope that clears up any confusion.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, it does not weird.
Hard to explain the time zone.
Well, when I was a kid, I didn't. I always was like, "What's that?"
Yeah.
Then you get older and
A couple
you
hours
learn.
west, it's a different time.
That's not even hours.
Yeah, I think it's like an hour west.
Yeah, it's the time zones. Well, America is so much larger again than England.
Mm-hmm.
In Great Britain in general, that we have so many extra time zones. I assume there's just one there. I'm not actually sure on that. Something I need to actually look, and I'm writing that down. Time zones. That's funny though.
These are great.
These are actually really cool. Like I'm learning a lot of stuff that I didn't never.
You didn't never.
Yeah, my American.
Families
My
from Kentucky.
American just came out. Kentucky, shut up. Oh lordy. But no, I know I just had not thought about these before. You don't think about your own country and what could be weird to others. So
No, you don't.
it's interesting. Let's move on. Let's see here. We just covered laundry rooms and all that too. The tax isn't included in the price. Huh? It makes okay. In the UK, the price on the sticker is the price you pay, no matter what you're shopping for. Oh, that's because tax is included in the price and isn't added on later at the register. It drives British people crazy to never know exactly how much things cost in America until they're checking out. I could understand that
Yeah.
because once when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd be like, "Hey, Mom, Grandma, can I borrow $20?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd see like a Queen CD or DVD at the mall because I wanted to go buy it. And then I go with my 20 and it was $19.99, but they'd be like $21.34, and I'm like, what? I don't have tax. Crap. So I gotta leave, go back home. Hey Mom, hey Grandma, can I get $3? So no, and honestly, this is true. I used to always ask for $23 for something that was $20
Uh-huh.
because I didn't exactly know how much the damn tax was gonna be.
Yep.
That's funny. I would totally be with you guys 100%, and I am. I have the same issue.
I hear that you charge your mom and grandma the tax.
This is not about me. This is
Times
about.
2.
I mean, I did pocket the rest for some stuffage. But no, I get that.
Yeah, it would make a lot more sense if the price was just the stinking price and you didn't have to go there and be like, I don't know, it's somewhere around this much.
Yeah. And the thing is, at that trip shop, every county sales tax is different. If you're not aware of that. So like where we live in Cincinnati, it's high.
Yeah.
It's,
But still, they could just put the stinking price on the sticker.
well, that's why we need to move to the UK, because things make a lot more sense, it seems. Let's go on to the next one. All the money looks the same as far as dollar bills. I get that. Because in other countries, it says different denominations of money are made in unique colors and sizes, so you can tell them apart. We're used to all our cash being green and standard size in the United States. But for foreigners trying to figure that out, the fact that a $1 bill and a $100 bill are practically identical could lead to disaster. Now I can tell you right now, if you put a $100 bill and a $1 bill in front of me, it won't take me more than half a second to tell you which one's which, because that's... There are differences if you look closely, and no, they're not as different as I've seen other currencies. They're the same size, same colors, but there are differences in the emblems on the back, and of course the number on the bill.
I feel like I'm looking the same because I can take that $100 bill and wrap a $1 bill around the outside of it, and if I'm carrying it around my hand, you don't know if I have
That's true.
$2, $22.
That's true.
Or $101.
Yeah, if you're carrying cash, it would be less conspicuous.
Yes.
To have our cash, so someone wouldn't be like, oh, they robbed this person with their shiny turquoise $1,000 bill. I don't know if that's a thing. I'm sure it's
Yeah,
not.
the gold printed money. Go get it.
No one uses a tea kettle. This is true. I've never actually seen a tea kettle in anyone's house that I've ever been in my entire life. Have you?
Yes.
Electric tea kettle specifically.
Oh, electric ones?
Yeah, electric tea kettle. I have never seen one.
I used to keep it. I personally used to keep a tea
What?
kettle
Did you?
on my stove, even though I don't drink tea.
I was gonna
No,
say.
why? Just thought it looked pretty on the stove.
My grandma always, my grandma had a tea kettle. No, it wasn't electric. I didn't even know an electric tea kettle existed, honestly, until just right now. But she made tea a lot. But Americans, there are a good amount of Americans that drink tea. I think our group of circle and friends and family don't. I make her drink tea when she's sick. Like echinacea, that kind of thing, like herbal teas.
I don't like
But anyway, it goes on to say, imagine visiting a house that didn't have forks. That's how Brits feel when they realize that most Americans don't even know what an electric tea kettle are. Oh, shoot. Sorry. We make coffee, even though we don't drink coffee. I like coffee. I just don't drink it because I don't do caffeine. She hates coffee and anything that even smells or looks like coffee.
Yep.
Okay. So I get that. I understand. I'm writing that down though. I want to look up tea kettles. And why don't we have them? I'm going to ask any of my friends if they have tea kettles, electric tea kettles.
I'm sure. Well, because we just don't drink tea that much.
No, we don't.
Not hot tea.
Well, if I do drink tea, you
Iced
guys
tea.
are going to hate me for this. I put the water in a mug and I microwave it. And then I put it over the...
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Yeah. We do have a
Sure.
ton of iced tea, though. Like, a ton of sweet iced tea.
I mean, I don't know. I would think people drink more iced tea.
Here? Heck yeah, they
Because we have ice.
do. They have ice, Debbie.
Because we like ice. So we have iced tea.
Well, I wonder...
And the sugar. A lot of sugar.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why we're all fat. Sugar.
So there's also, the next one is, there are no free refills.
Well,
Y'all don't have free refills. That's where the ice comes from. Lack of ice.
yeah, because you get more to begin with.
Huh. Okay. I've heard this before from somebody that there were no free refills in Europe. Or I don't know where. But that's fascinating. Okay. That stinks though. I'm sorry. We have free refills about everywhere almost.
Most places.
Write that down.
Because we fill your cup up with ice, so you don't have to drink anyway, so we got to give it to you for free.
We are evil. We really are. Man, we're just screwing each other up left and
And
right.
if it's
Don't
not
even
for
know
free,
it.
we're going to charge you again and still fill it up with ice and not give you much to drink.
This is not inaccurate. That's... We're conniving.
Here's your sip of drinking ice.
Yeah, I mean, like her water right now she's got has no ice in it.
No.
But if you had ice in it, there'd be like half as much water in here right now.
That's right.
All right, we are going on to the last one of the American things British people think are totally bizarre, and it says that this one takes the cake.
Bizarre.
It says this one is the most baffling of all. So, what do you think it's going to be? What do you think? Any ideas?
I have no clue.
Well, I know you don't know, but what do you guess?
Our dogs sleep in the house. I'm reaching people.
You don't think
No
that
idea.
people in the UK have dogs that sleep in the house? We're not talking about like a third world country. Oh my gosh. She didn't mean that.
She told me to guess. I'm guessing.
Wow. The lemonade isn't fizzy.
Well, it shouldn't be.
Right. But I've had sparkling lemonade, if that's what you're talking about. Order lemonade in the UK and you'll get a fizzy carbonated drink that doesn't contain much lemon at all. Really?
Intriguing.
Intriguing.
Is it sugary?
Well, let's keep going. That's why British folks are so confused when they're served a flat, slightly sour tasting version of this popular beverage while visiting America.
That could be
Well,
confusing.
it's lemonade. It's supposed to be sour. And then full of a crap ton of sugar so that you can't taste the sour.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm writing that down.
Fizzy lemonade. That would be interesting. I wonder if we get one.
We've had it. We have it here. Trader Joe's sells it. Any grocery store you can get fizzy lemonade. Yeah. We just call it sparkling lemonade.
Okay, I don't like it.
Yeah, you did not like it. And I didn't either, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not sugary.
Well, and it doesn't have a lemonade taste.
Now if it was like a sugary like a soda.
Which it's not. Okay, so.
Well, I'm baffled.
Well, that's intriguing on a lot of these. This is all shocking to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've learned a lot of different things today. You?
I have. Those are pretty crazy.
But this one I have to say versus our second video, I wish I'd found a better website for the lack of slang terms it provided. But this one and the first one with the food have been the most educational for me.
Mm-hmm.
This is
most definitely
kind of shocking, actually. A lot of these things that I found, I'm gonna go back on these and be like, huh. But what was the most surprising one for you on this list?
I just really
I have a lot
thought
of notes if you
gaps in the bathroom stalls was
That just makes
universal. I
sense.
just thought that was everywhere.
Yeah, that just totally makes sense. I'm with you guys on that one.
Everywhere
that's
in the
crazy.
United States, gaps. When I went to Mexico, they didn't even have doors on the stalls.
Really?
Yes.
I know in China they don't even have toilets. You like have a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
That would suck.
And they didn't have toilet seats either in
Where?
Mexico.
You didn't have toilet seats?
No seat. And no door.
This is why I've never been to Mexico. You know I didn't know this. Huh.
Who knows? Maybe I was in a not so good place. I don't know.
I don't know what the most surprising one for me was, because they're all just really intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
But the biscuits and gravy, if you guys really don't have biscuits and gravy, that one makes me sad.
Try
Because it's one of my favorite culinary delights of all time.
Yeah.
So if you don't, like I said, please go find a good southern recipe. Don't find some Northern American crappy recipe. All the good food in America comes from the South. Okay, I promise you this.
Now, you know people are going to ask you to post a link.
I don't know. They will, I might, but we'll
Paula
see.
Deen, I'm sure, has a really good...
Yeah, look up Paula Deen's. Anything Paula Deen, you're good. You're just going to gain about 10 pounds.
Good and fattening and...
Alrighty. You're making me want to eat it, and anyway. Well, that was the end of this one. We'll wrap this up, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Yeah, I did.
I really
learned
did.
a lot.
I really did. This was fascinating for me. And now I really want to go make some...
Biscuits and gravy?
Yeah. And then at like 3 o'clock in the morning, go find a 24-hour store to get some like digestive something.
I was
Like
gonna say, I guess I'm heading
Pepto-Bismol.
to the store before they close since they're not open 24/7.
No, I just joke with you. But thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you like it. If you do, please hit the like button, subscribe. My pillow's falling out of the chair. There's a hole in the back of the chair. Intentionally. I don't want you to think I broke it. But no, please like our video, comment, subscribe, hit up the notification bell.
Yeah.
And let us know. Again, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you can help us pick a name for our channel, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, help name us.
Help name us. We need a name. Hi, we're Natasha and Debbie,
nameless.
and we're in America, and we need a name.
We're nameless.
Yes, and just give us ideas too on us. What else you'd like to see us do, react to, whatever. Learn.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Share with us.
Well, that was our video for today, and probably the last for this week for sure. But again, thank you so much for watching. We hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves, and we will do a fond farewell until next time.
Until next time.